Hey there everybody, welcome back to my lung cancer journey vlog. I think the last time I reported to you was about 1 week post-op. We're now 14-day post-op. I thought it'd be worth doing an update because although it don't sound like it, I'm just I just came down the stairs, a bit breathless, but the breathing has improved. My just general well-being has improved. My appetite's good. I'm now doing like 100 metre very slow walks. I find that within my grasp. It's all helping. And another reason to do this vlog, quite a beautiful day going out today. It's just so nice to be out there amongst nature. I love the simple things in life, me. Anyway, there's a few things I missed on the first two vlogs, looking back. The first thing is how the NHS dealt with my case, if you like. Well, first of all, I got diagnosed with prostate cancer 14 years ago. It's been managed, so I won't go into that. But part of that treatment is you get periodical PET scans to see if that cancer's spread. So this nodule, little bloody nodule, which keeps cropping up, I think first came up on a scan about 6, 7, 8 years ago. Now it's 4 millimetres. Now, from what I've read anyway, that nodules on lungs are quite common. A lot of them are just benign. So I guess it was left there. It was noted on the radiographer's report. Just like watch and wait, really. Had another PET scan 2 years after that. Still 4 millimetres, so they probably saw it as, it's okay. And then over Christmas, I got lots of other health issues. Again, I won't go into them, but I became a bit unhappy with the NHS and their speed of doing things. So I went private for a couple of things, and amongst those couple of things was to have a scan of me lungs, because I've always had a cough, and I now know it's nothing to do. I don't think it's anything to do with me lungs as such. I've got acid reflux, so I'll get a lot of agitation in my throat. Anyway, straying off the point here. So I just had the scan of my chest, lungs again, and just over Christmas, got a phone call from the local hospital. He was my consultant from the private scan, and he said, "Mr. Riley, we got something of significance here," and he said it in that sort of voice, and I thought, "Oh, here we go." It sounded very serious. Yeah. Turned out to be serious, didn't it? He said, "I'm going to, because to go back on, or to keep on private, it cost a bum. Not doing that." So he said, I'll refer you back to your GP and suggest that he puts me on 14-day lung cancer alert." That was done, and it worked really well. Within 8 days, I was seen by a respiratory, my local hospital. He went through the scan with me, and he said, "I'll need a PET scan." Again, with a tilt on lung rather than prostate. And but one thing I did ask him, because it was my main concern, is it my prostate cancer spreading? And he looked at the thing, absolutely pretty sure it ain't, because I think they can tell just by the imaging, the characteristics of different cancers. He said, no. He says, "I'm going to refer you for a PET scan," which I had at Colchester, and jumping fast forwarding from now, it was then that I went back to see the top consultant there, local hospital, and offered me surgery. By that time, they still weren't sure if it was cancerous, or they were suspicious of it, because the main sort of worrying point was that over that 7-8 years I was having those 2 yearly scans. The very last one, the nodule had grown to 13 millimetres, so it tripled in size, and that was like the red flag. Started all this off. So I was offered surgery because they couldn't go in with a biopsy because of the location where it was. So offered surgery to have it removed and tested there on the spot. I think I've been through it all on the previous videos, and they can tell, while you're still under the anaesthetic, whether it's cancer or not, and then if it is, they take out a big chunk of yellow, a margin. And I was offered hospitals, the Jewel in the Crown, Patworth, but that's in Cambridge, it's a long way from me. I was offered Barts, which is a bit awkward to get to as well. I'm sort of like mid-Essex. And he said, we can do Basildon, but you might have to wait longer. But he said, in all honesty, yours is that slow growing. And incidentally, they did a little calculation that, based on the information they had, mine would grow twice in size in 2 years. So that to them means it's slow growing. And said, we can offer you the Basildon, but you might have to wait longer. But the amount of time you'd have to wait longer would be no significant problem for you. So that's why I went with Basildon. And what I want to say is, because I didn't mention it on the previous vlogs, that I'm absolutely in awe of those surgeons that do that sort of surgery. It wasn't like robotic surgery, it's just one incision, keyhole, and all their tools and cameras are done through that hole. I think that's why you get battered a bit. So yeah, big thanks to him for that. One more thing, which makes me feel what I'm doing is worthwhile in terms of putting it out there, what treatment is like, what it's like for me. Might be different for other people, but giving people a generalisation, of people that are going through all this, or relatives of those people. That I went on YouTube the other day. I spend a lot of time on YouTube because I've got a channel, as you know. But there's loads of vlogs like this where people give their story, and I learned a hell of a lot just from other people. And one thing that really came across, the ones I looked at, sadly a lot of them were quite young people, stage 4 cancer, which, touch wood, mine's not that advanced, and telling their stories. And I thought, bloody brave those are. And so I think it's just dead useful to put this information out there. So I'm happy doing it. So looking at my recovery plan, it's just a little page out of the Roy Castle Cancer Foundation booklet about recovery plan. He said, week 1, walk around the house, breathing exercises, arm exercises, shower. I've done all that. Week 2, which I've just finished, light tasks, washing up, cooking, dusting, arm exercises, shower, done all that. Walk outside the house, done that. Incidentally, me walking, I'm doing about 100 metres. Walk twice a day now, which is very, very slowly. I think that's helping. Jumping ahead. 4 to 6 weeks, which I'm still a week or so away from. Ironing. What gets me doing bloody ironing? Arm exercises, doing them. And then it says outside activities, light shopping, gentle gardening, cleaning the car. I have trouble doing that when I'm fit. I find that bloody hard work. Thus I don't do it. And then weeks 6 to 12, hoovering. As if, and I've got to thank a certain person who came in the other day and did a bit of hoovering for me. You know who you are. Cheers. Light lifting. So that's about where we are at the moment. Thanks for listening. I'll probably check back But it's something worth reporting. Catch you soon. Stay cool.